Well, it is a great delight for me to be standing beside Diana Youtsey, and she does sedum stuff, and we're going to talk about that. But first, tell me this building we're in, where we're at.
We're at Vintage Revival in Ridgefield, Washington, which is 25 miles north of Portland.
And this was a charming old church, and now it's filled with all kinds of wonderful things, like these sedum designs you're making. So, first of all, I want to know, clearly you're not using traditional pottery here, so how do you pick these things and choose to use them?
Well, a vintage mall such as Vintage Revival is just a treasure trove of unique and unusual containers for planting succulents. And some of the considerations I give when I choose a container are really the form and the color, because what you have with succulents is a broad array of varieties. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity to play with color and form and texture.
So then once you decide on the container, how is it that you come up with these adorable designs? What is it that you go through, and tell me about the plants that you choose?
Well, I choose for this one, for example, this is an aloe plant. This is a vintage container that I've adored for a long time, and I realized I wasn't using it often enough, so I needed to plant it up. And so I went to the market, found this aloe that has the same shape and color, and I'm just delighted with how they play off of each other.
And then with more intense ones like this beautiful thing, I've noticed that you even have like an air plant stuck in it. So you're not afraid to filling in with other stuff too.
Oh, not at all. In fact, that's one of the things that I've really come to appreciate about succulents is your ability to work with both tender and the cold hardy succulents that are available in our area.
Well, then I'll tell you what, why don't we take a break, and then we're going to come back and she's going to put one together for us, let you watch it. Okay, Diana, so you're going to do this container, right? Tell me about it and what you are going to put in it, what type of soil.
Okay. I chose this container because it's quirky, it's got a lot of patina and character, it's aged, and it plays off of the succulents that I've chosen, the browns and the greens. This is rotted through at the bottom a little bit. There's a few drainage holes, so I don't have to worry about that.
But on the ones that are like ceramic and don't have holes.
Right. For instance, this and this. You can choose to drill a hole in the bottom with a ceramic drill bit.
Right, but they don't need to.
No.
So what is the soil here? What have you used?
The most important part, if you're not going to drill, is using potting soil that drains quickly. And so this is a mixture of 1/2 regular potting soil, can be the cheapest brand, and 1/2 pumice. The pumice acts as an absorbent for the extra water. And
if you're doing these kind of plants, you shouldn't be watering that often anyway, so just pay attention to that.
That is the most common cause of death for succulents, is too much water and too little light.
And then I notice a few tools here. I'm assuming that you use them for a purpose, like this is good salad tongs.
This is great for working with cacti. You got to be really careful. Even with the small, feathery little cacti, they will get you like fiberglass, and you'll be picking them out for days.
Well, so then let's jump right in. We're going to plant, and then when you come back, you're going to see a completed container that is beautiful. So Diana, this is complete, but I wanted to, you told me something in break that I love. You plant hardy stuff in your garden so that when you use tropical things, you can just run out, pick these up and put them in for filler.
Yeah, I mix the cold hardy succulents and sedums with my tender throughout the summer season, because I like to stretch my gardening budget.
Because a lot of these aren't cheap anymore. They can be kind of expensive. And then you have a wonderful display of top dressings too that you use.
Yeah, I think that's a nice design element, to choose top dressings that echo the colors.
And then I also wanted people to know that you're not afraid of doing some custom work either, are you?
That's right.
So if people wanted to buy ones that are already made or contact you, how would they go about that?
Well, they can find my designs here at Vintage Revival in Ridgefield, Washington, or on my website.
Wonderful. Well, this has been fun, and seeing a person use their creativity to make beautiful things that you wouldn't expect to ever be valuable again, like vintage containers, is wonderful. So for more information, always you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to our website. Thank you so much, Diana.
Thank you.